So in the last session, just we covered what are various limitations of unit test. Correct, right? Or what are various limitations of unit test? Unit test. These limitations we discussed, sir. Even just the introduction to Pytest also we discussed. Introduction, just Pytest framework. How to install? What are the naming conventions we have to follow? Like we discussed, sir. Next, one more thing what we discussed is, sir, how you can execute Pytest application. A small example, a small example we covered already, right? So just observe it very carefully here. My requirement is, if I can take, sir, just def here, just import Pytest. Next, def test method A. Have you remember, right? Test method A, or otherwise just wait for a minute. We discuss it somewhere. Okay, this folder is already there, sir. Inside D column Durga classes, I have Pytest scripts like this. I have something Pytest scripts like this, right? Sir, now how many Pytests are there? Forget about this total terminology. Sir, I don't want this terminology. Sir, just observe how many methods, how many test methods are there. Can you please spell out, sir? Yes, this is the Pytest demo 1 underscore test, Pytest underscore demo 1 underscore test.py. Can you please spell out how many test methods are available, sir? Three test methods are available. Are you getting? Three test methods are available, right? Okay, like test method A, test method B, okay, like test method C, like three test methods are available, right? Similarly, sir, one more file is available. Observe very carefully, sir. Observe a bit very carefully about the names. Another test script file is available. Here there are, sir, another file is available, sir. Here there are two test methods are there, sir. Okay, like now, sir, this is sir, what we call demo 1. This is the demo 1 test method A, demo 1 test method B, next demo 1 test method C. Okay, like total three methods are there, sir. This is the demo 1. Now here demo 2 test method A, demo 2 test method B execution, right? So here total how many files are available, right? Can you please confirm how many files are available? Two files, two test scripts are available, right? What is the name of the first test script? Pytest underscore demo 1 underscore test.py. Do you know, if you want to use Pytest, compulsory there are some naming rules are available. We have to follow those naming rules, right? It's a compulsory. We require to follow those naming rules. What is the first rule? File name either starts or ends with the test. Either it can either start or ends with the test like this, right? Sir, this is the Pytest demo 1 test.py like this, right? So now second one is second naming convention is compulsory test method name should start with test underscore symbol. Are you getting? Compulsory test method name should start with test underscore. It should be the naming conventions. Then only Pytest is going to accept. Sir, up to this, any doubt? Can you please confirm? Yes, friends. How many scripts, test scripts are available, sir? Two test scripts are available, sir. The first one contain three test methods. Second one contain two test methods are there, sir. Okay, well. Now I want to execute this code, sir. What is the way? How you can do that, sir? Very simple. Pytest scripts like this, sir. I forgot. Can you please tell? Can you please guide how to execute? Okay, Pytest test scripts. Please confirm. Somewhere we covered in the last session at the last point. How to execute Pytest test scripts. Please confirm, sir. Your response, friends. Py dot test. That's all. Py dot test. Remember this one. py dot test, like this we have to take. So now I'm taking py dot test. Now have a look once, sir. Okay, total how many tests? 5 passed. Are you getting how many tests passed are 5? Because first one contain 3 test methods are available. Second one contain 2 test methods are available. That's why total 5 tests passed are in 0.19 seconds. Remember, these are the 2 test scripts what we consider, sir. So next dot. Have you observed, right? First one contain 3, first one contain 3, second one contain 2, sir. So first one contain 3 tests, 3 tests, second one contain 2 tests, right? Total 5 are there. Okay, like. So you know, if I use just the command py dot test, it will execute all Pytest, all test methods present in every test script present in the current working directory. Which one is the current working directory, sir? Okay, this is the way. This is the current working directory, like this, right? So next, what is the next thing we have to discuss? What is the next one? Next one we require to discuss, right? Okay. Sir, here there is one important point is there. What is that point here is, sir, now now observe, whenever we are executing Pytest, if you want to execute Pytest, whenever we are executing Pytest py.test, okay, Pytest command, by using this command, so by default print statement outputs not displayed to the console. Pytest won't display any print statement outputs to the console. Remember this one, sir. It is not going to display. It won't display any print statement output to the console. If you want to print statement output to the console, then we require to use -s option. Are you getting what is this option, sir? Can you please spell out? -s option. -s option meant for -s option meant for, do you know, just print statement output, sir. Print statement output display to the console. Similarly, every test method I want to tell whether is it passed or failed. Like if you want to know, then I have to use -v option meant for verbose output. Meant for verbose means internal extra information also we can get, sir. Now have a look once, sir. Pytest -s. Now have a look once. What is the answer we are going to get? Yes, here this is the test demo 1 test method A execution, test method B execution, next test method B execution, test method C execution. Next one after that demo test method A execution, sub test method B execution, like. So now with the -s, now you can see, do you know, sir, print statement outputs also to the console, sir. Okay, well, now I want to use even verbose also. -v, even verbose also I want to use, right? If I want to use -v, have you observed, right? Demo 1 test method A execution passed, sir. Sir, next test method B execution, it is also passed. Yes, sir, test method C execution passed. Next demo 2 first method, demo 2 second method, like. If you want every test is it passed or failed extra information, then we have to use -v option. Any doubt? Are you in the position to understand, right? So the simple example, how to write a test script, by using Pytest, you should aware. Okay, next how to run that test script, how you can run that test script, that thing also you have to aware. How you can run that test script, compulsory you should have clarity, right? Next, what about -s option, what about -v option, these are things you should aware. Clear, friends? Not required to keep explanation. Now here just observe, if I can take py.test, is it going to execute, is this command will execute all test scripts or only a particular test script? Can you please tell which one is the correct? Is it going to execute all test scripts or only a particular test script? Yes, it will execute all test scripts. Sir, my requirement is, boss, can you please execute a particular test script? Can you please execute a particular test script? How you can do that? How you can do that, sir? Very simple. Very simple. py.test -s -b followed by first one I want, sir. First one I want Pytest demo1 underscore test.py. Pytest underscore demo1 underscore test.py. That's all. This is the thing what you have to take. Now have a look once. Now observe only demo1 test methods got executed. Are you getting? Only demo1 test methods got executed. Okay, like that. So demo1 test method, sir, it's not executed. Demo2 test methods, right? Friends, is it clear for all of you, right? Any doubt? Okay, well, sir, now that's all. These are the things what you people should aware, sir. Then immediately you may ask, sir, my requirement is in the unit test, you have setup method. Have you remembered? We have tearDown method. We have setup class method, setup class method, and then tearDown class method. We have these methods. Have you remembered these methods, right? Four methods we covered in the unit testing, sir. Yes, unit test framework. These 4 methods we covered. Can you please tell, sir? Suppose I have 10 test methods are there, sir. Listen very carefully. I have 10 test methods are there. If you have 10 test method, how many times the setup method will be executed? Please confirm, because to continue further, this knowledge must be compulsory. You should have. How many times this setup method will be executed? Yes, will be executed. Sir, separately. Will be executed separately before every test method. Before every test method execution. So this method will be executed separately, sir. If 10 test methods are there, then 10 times setup method will be executed, right? Similarly, how many times tearDown method will be executed, sir? Can you please confirm? If 10 test methods are there, then obviously executed 10 times separately after every test method execution. Yes, before every test method execution, setup will be executed. After every test method execution, tearDown will be executed, sir. Remember this one. Next, when setup class method will be executed. Yeah, if you have 10 test methods are there, how many times setup class method will be executed, sir? Only once. Only once, sir. Remember this one. It will be executed only once, sir. Only once, sir, before all test methods execution. Before all test methods execution, it will be executed only once, sir. tearDown class method will be executed how many times, right? It will be executed only once, sir, after all test method execution. After all test methods execution, remember this one, sir. After all test methods execution, tearDown class method will be executed. Any doubt about this terminology? Can you please confirm? All the people are in the position to understand, right? Not required to keep much explanation about this terminology. Okay, setup, tearDown, setup class method, tearDown class method. You should have clear clarity about this terminology, right? Okay, well, because to continue further, okay, this knowledge must be required almost around 1 hour, 1.5 hours. We require to talk about only these words with respect to Pytest. That's why you should aware, sir. So next, there is one small important point is there, sir. In Pytest, listen very carefully this one, sir. In Pytest, in Pytest, so there are no special methods like setup method, tearDown method, setup method, tearDown method. setUpclass method, setUpclass method under tearDownClass methods. Remember this one, sir. There are no such type of methods. There are no special methods. Then how to implement setup mechanism? Sir, before every test method execution, I want to do something. Can you please show the way how you can do that? How you can do that, sir? Yes, there is a way is there. Don't worry. So how to implement setup method? How to implement setup method in Pytest? Remember that. So here we can by using some decorator, we can do that, sir. Regarding by using some decorator, we can do that. How we can implement, sir? Very simple. At the rate Pytest dot fixture. Regarding at the rate Pytest dot fixture. Can you please spell out what is this one? Can you please spell out, sir? What is this one? What is this one? At the rate Pytest dot fixture. Regarding, so this is the annotation. This is the decorator what we require to use to implement setup mechanism. Okay, let me go for a small chota example. What my example is? Now from the beginning onwards, I want to take. Observe that carefully, sir. Import Pytest. Now, sir, at the rate. Sir, I forgot the decorator name. Anyone, can you please type? Remind once. I forgot the decorator name. Please remind once. Ayo. At the rate Pytest dot fixture. Regarding at the rate Pytest dot fixture. Okay, well. Next, do you know? Here my target is there setup method like this. I'm taking setup method. Print assume that setup method. Okay, setup method like this. I'm taking setup method like I'm taking. Do you know? Now this method acts as setup method, sir. Remember this one. Here the important, interesting thing is this is our own, right? Our own. The method name need not be setup. Remember that very carefully, sir. The method name need not be setup. You can take M1 also. No issue at all. So how to decide it is the setup method? Yes, based on this decorator, not based on the method name. You can use any method name, no problem at all, because setup, tear down, such type of methods are not available in Pytest. Friends, are you in the position to understand, right? Okay, well, any name you can use, but anyway, recommended name. Why we have to ignore the conventions of sir, just unit testing? Let me use the same terminology. Okay, don't feel this name, any name you can use. Okay, now sir, I want to write Pytest test method. If you want to write the Pytest test method, please confirm Pytest test method. Here I have one compulsory method name should starts with. I forgot. Method name should starts with. Please respond each and every person. Method name should starts with test underscore, not test. Test underscore compulsory. This is the naming convention you should follow in Pytest. Test underscore. Okay, method A. I'm taking, sir. Method A. Okay, print off test method A execution like this. I'm taking, sir. Yeah, wonderful. Now let me take, sir, one more test method. One more test method. Like, sir, take very special care. More observation must be required here. Test method B. Test method B execution like this. I'm taking, sir. Okay, well, can you please confirm? If I can take like this, can you please confirm what is the output we are going to get if I run this program? If I run this test script, please don't execute parallelly. Just listen and then tell the answer. Can you please tell what is the output we are going to get in this case? How many test methods are there? How many test methods are there? 2 test methods. How many times setup method will be executed in this case? How many times setup method will be executed? Setup method will be executed separately for every test method. Separately for every test method. Now let me execute this one. Observe carefully whether you are guessing expected output we are going to get or not. If everything goes fine, what is my expected output is? Now listen carefully. First setup method, and then test method A execution. Test method A execution. Next again before every test method execution, setup will be executed, sir. That's why again setup method, and after that test method B execution. Correct? Can you please confirm? Is it our expected output or not? As per flow, is it our expected output or not? Yes. If everything goes fine, this is our expected output, sir. But a small twist is there. What is that twist? You should aware whether we are getting this output or not. Just within a minute you can check. Sir, this is my expected output. Now let me run this code. Sir, this program is available inside D:Durga classes. Let me go to D:Durga classes. Sir, py dot tester -s-v now tester.py. Tester script name should starts or ends with the tester. Okay, starts with the tester. Excellent. Now can you please guess what is the output we are going to get? In this case is there is a small difference when compared with our expected output, right? What is that? Is tester method A execution, tester method B execution. That's all. Where is the setup method? I'm not seeing anywhere setup method. I'm not seeing anywhere setup method. I'm not seeing. But where is the setup method, sir? So simple, sir. You defined the setup method, but you didn't associate this setup method with the test methods. Remember this one. You didn't associate. Just you define. You have to associate this setup for the test methods. Boss, my requirement is, can you please execute this setup activity before test method A execution? For that, what I have to take, sir, just this method name we have to pass as the argument. Are you getting right? Now this setup is applicable for this test method. Are you getting? But for this test method, it's not applicable. Because I didn't provide that as the argument. Now observe the output. Yes, here setup method and then test method A. Next test method B. For the test method B, setup is not executed, sir, because you didn't associate this setup mechanism for the second test method. Sir, for the second test method also I want, sir. Then happily you can take setup. Now, am I going to get my expected output or not? Can you please guess? Yes, friends, this is what a small extra activity we have to do. So you have to define setup method and you have to associate that setup method for our test methods. Yes, happily that's what is going to run. Now setup method, test method A. Setup method, test method B. So whatever our expected output, perfectly it is the correct. Any doubt? Associations are not like inheritance, Subramaniam. Just we are linking, that's all. Any doubt about this one? In the Python area, Pytest is the most commonly used word. But very unfortunate, most of the people don't know about this one. So it's a good thing if you aware each and every loophole, internal things. Up to this, everything clear, right? So how you can implement setup method? We can implement setup method by using Pytest @Pytest.fixture decorator. So you can declare a setup method and you can associate that setup method for our test methods. That's all. Okay. Now immediately my next question. Yes, compulsory Nagamani. This is without, if you are not going to associate, then it's a nowhere related to these test methods. Mandatory. Okay, before which test method execution you want to do this activity. Okay, you have to specify sir that thing as the argument for the test methods. Okay, next immediately you may ask, sorry, you already asked. Okay, now immediately you people may ask how to implement what the next one? Setup already completed. How to implement what? Please respond. How to implement tear down? Are you getting? How to implement tear down mechanism? Okay, tear down mechanism, right? Okay, how you can do that? Yeah. Sir, how to implement tear down mechanism? Let me go first. It's a very simple. Up to this, we use which decorator to implement setup mechanism? Please confirm. At the rate, Pytest dot picture. Okay. So by using this, of course, meant for implement which mechanism? Meant for which mechanism? To implement. I respond, friends. Meant for what? Setup mechanism. Just we implemented setup mechanism, right? Okay. Well, now my requirement is I will introduce one more decorator. What is the decorator is? Observe carefully. Same decorator only with a small difference. What is that difference? You have to identify. Of course, what is the difference? You have to identify, sir. At the rate Pytest, yield underscore fixture. So earlier just simply Pytest dot fixture, but now yield fixture meant for can you please tell which mechanism? Meant for which mechanism? Please confirm which mechanism, because heading is also there. Heading is also there. Which mechanism? That's what you should aware. Meant for both the setup and the tear down. Both the setup and the tear down. Sir, if you want both setup and tear down, better to go for this one, sir. If you want only setup, better to go for this one, sir. And immediately master, sir, single method, how it is going to work for both? You may have that doubt. Yes, I will explain with a small chota example. Don't worry about that, sir. Okay, what is that example is? Very simple. Very simple, sir. Can you please what is the syntax? What is the syntax? Like very simple, sir. Do you know? I'm defining one method. One method m1, sir. M1 I'm defining. Now for this method, I use this decorator. Can you please tell this m1 method acts as setup or tear down? Please confirm. Guess something based on the theory, whatever there on the screen. This m1 meant for either setup or tear down. Okay, this method meant for both the activities, setup activity and the teardown activity. Then immediately we have sir, single method, how it is going to work both, sir? Simple. Now here setup activity. Okay, well, next yield keyword, and then tear down activity. Okay, so inside this method, before yield keyword, whatever the code we are writing, it will execute before every test method execution. Next, after completing every test method execution, now this tear down activity will be performed. So how you can differentiate this is the setup activity, this is the tear down activity, just by using which keywords are yield keyword. Friends, are you in the position to understand, right? A single method which is going to do both activities, right? Okay, but in the middle, how to differentiate this is the setup and this is the tear down? In the middle, which keyword is there, sir? Yield keyword is there. That's what you should aware. Okay, well, now let me go for here, like, sir. Now Kushbu, is there any single method? Yeah. Is there any method? I want to use only tear down. I want to use only tear down. Sir, can you please tell the way? So there is for only tear down, if you want to implement, what is the way? Sir, here take the same, don't define any activity. Are you getting right? No setup activity. Directly yield followed by tear down. So there is no special decorator which is going to work only for tear down. Kushbu, are you getting? Okay. Well, if you want only tear down, don't define any setup activity. Then obviously it's going to work only for tear down. Okay. Now the next thing what we have to discuss, a bit very important terminology, sir. The next let me go further. What is the decorator? Can you please guide? What is the decorator I require to use? Please confirm. Pytest dot. Yo, I forgot the name. Pytest dot. Please type. What is the decorator name? Yield underscore fixer. Okay, well, yield underscore fixer. Next, instead of setup, I can take tear down. Setup and tear down. This is the setup activity. And then which keyword I have to use? Which keyword I have to use? Yield keyword, and then print off tear down activity. Okay, don't worry, sir. Just a flow. First, you should aware the terminology flow. Then the remaining things will become easy. Okay, well, now I define one special method which acts as both setup and tear down. Excellent. I have to link this one to the test methods. Now, this method name, this function name, you require to pass as argument to test methods. That's all. Sir, if I execute this code, anyone can you please tell what is the output we are going to get now? If I execute this code, please confirm. Total how many test methods are there? Total how many test methods are there? 2 test methods, right? So before every test method execution, setup activity will be performed. Before every test method execution, setup will be performed. That's why first setup and then test method A execution. Setup test method A execution, and then after every test method execution, compulsory tear down must be performed. So this is the activity for first test method. Next, second test method. Yes, second test method again setup. Next, test method B execution, and then tear down activity. This is the output flow we are going to get. Can you please confirm? Everyone can able to understand? Everyone can understand, right? Okay, this is the output I'm expecting, sir. Let me run this code. Anyway, let me save this output so that you can whether our guess is the correct or not. Okay, py.test -s-v test.py. Can you please cross check? Setup activity, test method A execution, tearDown activity. Next, setup activity, test method B execution, tearDown activity. That's our total. How many things are available? Two things are available, right? Setup activity, test method A execution, tearDown activity. Test method B setup activity, test method B execution, tearDown activity. That's all. Any doubt? Can you please confirm? Is it according to our flow or not? Raman, 6 and 7. 6 and 7. Okay, not mandatory. If the yield is not there, then obviously only setup activity will be performed. Suppose assume that I'm not having any setup, any teardown. Assume that, sir, I remove that yield. Can you please have a look once? What the answer we are getting? Setup, test method A execution, setup activity, test method B execution. Are you getting? If you have both, differentiate yield must be required. Okay, suppose I'm not having this one. I'm not having this one. Directly yield followed by teardown. Yes, it is also acceptable. Only teardown activity. Have you observed, right? Test method A execution, teardown. Test method B execution, teardown. Any doubt? All the things are very clear for you people. Can I go for next one? Okay. Sir, now the next thing what I have to discuss is how to implement if the yield is not there. If yield is not there, then the total thing is considered setup only. If the yield is not there, then the total thing is considered then the total thing is considered as a setup. If you want to define teardown, compulsory yield must be required. Tejeshwari, Sai Teja, clear I hope. Yeah. Now the next cinema I have to discuss. Very important, most valuable points, sir. But the next point I want to discuss. Listen carefully, sir. Do you know we implemented setup activity? How to implement setup method? How to implement teardown like. Now my next requirement is how to implement setup class under teardown class functionality. Setup class under teardown class functionality in Pytest. Setup class, teardown class functionality in Pytest. What is the way, sir? Sir, very simple, sir. Very simple. If I can take this picture, Pytest dot yield fixture. If I can take this picture, okay, def m1 like this I'm taking some code, sir. Okay, some code I'm taking. Do you know this method meant for setup under teardown? For every test method, before test method, after test method, it is going to execute, sir, based on yield activity and so on. If you want to implement setup class under teardown class, I have one small doubt, sir. If I have 10 test methods are there, how many times setup class method will be executed? Please confirm. If I have 10 test methods are there, how many times setup class method will be executed? Only once. How many times tearDown class method will be executed? Only once. Because before executing all test methods, first setup class, now test methods. After that, at last tearDown class method. Right? Now you are talking about, sir, before all test methods execution. So after all test methods execution means you have to talk about, okay, module level. Do you know this total is called modules, sir? So I want a common activity for all test methods. Before test method, I want to do something. After completing all test methods, I want to do something, sir. Okay, like this is called module, sir. Now what I have to take is this one is applicable for every test method separately or not? Please confirm. This one is applicable for every test method separately or not? Don't get confused. For every test method, this one will be executed separately. Just now we implemented, right? Just if you want to make this, convert this one to setup class and tearDown class, only one word. What is that word? Is within bracket scope is equal to module, like you have to take. Scope is equal to module, like we have to take, sir. If scope is equal to module, scope is equal to module, like we have to take. Okay, if you can take this one, now sir, this is applicable at the module level for all test methods. Only once it's going to be executed, sir. Something like setup class and tearDown class. Remember this. Now have a look once, sir. Here what I have to take extra? Please confirm inside argument. What I have to take extra? What I have to take extra? Scope is equal to what I have to take? Module. Default value is function, sir. Function means for every test method it is applicable. But now scope is equal to module means it is the module specific module level. Okay. Setup tearDown class. Method name can be anything you can take. Setup tearDown class. Okay. Setup class, tearDown class, like that. So setup class activity, tearDown class activity, like this I'm taking. Next, this method name I have to replace here. Friends, everyone in the position to understand clearly. Setup class activity, tearDown class activity. Test method A execution, test method B execution, something like this is. If everything goes fine, what is our expected output? Anyone, can you please tell? If everything goes fine, what is our expected output as per according to our discussion? Okay, sir, very simple. First, for all test methods, before starting all test methods, first setup class activity will be performed, and then first test method will be executed. After that, second test method will be executed. Second test method will be executed. After the tearDown class activity will be performed. That's all. Regarding if everything goes fine, this is the expected output, sir. Okay, is the really we are going to get this output or not? Let me cross check. Can you please observe? Setup class activity, test method A, and then test method B, and then tearDown class activity. Getting? I hope you are in a position to understand this one clearly. Okay, so this is the way how you can implement class level activities, class level setup, class level tearDown. If you want to do, then how you can do is like this, right? Next, my next requirement. Okay, how to implement, here observe carefully, how to implement setup tear down and setup class tear down class functionality, tear down class functionality simultaneously. This is simultaneously in Pytest. Are you observing the points, sir? How to implement setup tear down setup class tear down class functionality simultaneously in Pytest. Are you getting simultaneously in Pytest? Okay, like what is the way how you can do that, sir? In previous example and this example, is there any performance difference? No, nothing, Raman. No performance. That's based on our requirement. We have to define. So if for my activity, one-time activity for all test methods, setup class method. For every test method, it is a separately required, then normal setup method. Okay. So now I want to do both the things simultaneously. How to implement setup, tear down, setup class, tear down class functionality simultaneously in Pytest. What is the way how you can do that, sir? Very, very simple. Nothing, sir. If I can take like this, is it the class level activity or test method level activity? Please confirm. Is it class level activity or test method level activity? Class level. Let me go for test method level also. I want to take one thing. At the rate Pytest dot yield Pytest dot yield underscore fixture. Okay, like scope I'm not taking, then obviously it will become, do you know, normal. It will become normal test method only, normal test method level. Setup next tear down. Okay, like I'm taking setup tear down, print setup activity next yield I'm taking, print tear down activity like this I'm taking, sir. Now do you know this class level already you passed as the argument, but now test method level also we define. Now setup tear down, okay, like first argument comma second argument. Here I have observed this is the first argument class level, this is the rest argument. Okay, first argument comma second argument, like. Sir, now can you please tell, if everything goes fine, can you please guess what is the answer we are going to get? If everything goes fine, what the answer we are going to get? Anyone please guess the line numbers at least? First, yes, before starting any activity, before starting anything, setup class method, setup class activity will be performed. Okay, well, now setup class activity performed. Well, sir, next and after that, after setup class, I want to execute first test method. But before executing every test method, this setup activity will be performed. Yes, now this is the setup activity. Okay, well, next after setup activity, test method A execution. Next, after executing every test method, tear down activity should be performed. Okay. Now, do you know, sir, this is the first test method executed, sir. It is one-time activity, but for every test method, setup will be performed, tear down will be performed. Now, second test method I have to execute. But before executing every test method, setup activity will be performed. That's why again setup activity and then test method B execution, and then test method B execution, and then after executing, sir, every test method, tear down activity. After executing all test methods, tear down class activity. Okay, like I have to do that. Yes, friends. Are you in the position to understand? If everything goes fine, is it our expected output? Respond. If everything goes fine, is it our expected output flow? Anyone having the doubt? Okay, good. Let me execute this code. Just let me save side. This is the output I have to get, sir. Please confirm. Am I going to get the same output or not? Perfect. Here, see this one. Setup class activity. Setup class activity. Next, this is the setup class activity at the beginning. Teardown class activity at last. Next, setup test method teardown. So setup activity test method A teardown. Next, setup activity test method B and then teardown. Okay, like this is test method level. This is module level activities. Am I getting the same output or not? That's all. So how many test methods are there? Two, sir. Both are passed in 0.09 seconds, something like. Okay, this is what you people should aware clearly, right?